But yeah, what? All right, y'all. So Redneck Data Herb, special service night, man. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's public information right there. And I think I can show y'all the public information because I went up there and got public information from, the party. And this is mine, and so I can do what I want to with it because it's my paper that the judge has ordered. We're going to go through this piece by piece. And that way, we just going to see. And then they done amended it 2-3 times. Number didn't change, all kind of stuff. It's got to read everything. All right, that's it. Parte, complaint, it's all there. Y'all screenshot it. Court by verify. All right, so that's the day we went to court and haven't been read and considered. All right, prayer to the court. All right, defendant shall surrender. That's me, defendant. Right there, Redneck Data. Candido Wilson, Redneck Data. Y'all can put that down as AKA too. Officer Deputy in photographs and video with a physical digital position, and he has taken a plaintiff. Anyway, give up in her home without plaintiff's permission. Okay. All right. As soon as they served me, I handed it to them. That's what I did. And I done already handed it to the mama, and them been on everybody's hands. It's been there a while. And the phone. That sergeant said. I said, you go through there and you do whatever you want to do with that camera. That's what you do now. He handed me that camera back. That's what he done. He handed it back, handed me my phone back. I gave it up to him 2-3 times. Him and the fellow that was in the courtroom, the fellow that actually served me this right there. He's been a good fella. All right, but anyway, they gave it back to him. All right. Court by here by the plaintiff is awarded exclusive. That's her house. She got the house. All right, cool. It's their family house, but yeah, what? This is a deed of gift. Anyhow, which that's another argument. Hereby, in Dufferin County Sheriff, he removes any and all monitoring equipment trained by. Once again, I gave it to him. I never did install that tracking device. It was an air tag. Me and her was washing clothes, and I dropped it right there in plain view sight. And the next day, she recovered it. That's what the tracking. She picked it up. She done already took it out. That's on the inside. That's what I'm talking about. Court hereby ordered that McDuffie County Sheriff escort payment from the resident when I knew. With all of his personal belongings. Well, guess what? On that day it was raining and I couldn't get all my personal belongings. And the sergeant and that fellow that was in the courtroom the other day, they told me I could come back whenever I wanted to. That's what they told me now. That's what they told me. All right. The court hereby orders McDuffie County Sheriff Deputy shall relinquish possession of any and all keys. Well, guess what? They had already took them because I filed the incident report the day before and it's on file. Guess what? It's already been filed. They took my keys. They took my keys before I was served. Come on now. They done instructed them what to do. The court hereby orders that defendant hearing is restrained and enjoying the plaintiff's residence. Can't go there, place of employment. Can't do none of that right there. Ain't did it. All right. Court hereby orders that defendant is restrained and enjoined for any all types of contact, communication, planning, including but not limited. But not limited. This is original. Now she didn't have it amended. And we can go, and it's all public information. You can go get all amendments, everything. All right. Mickey Moses. In my eyes, I was looking in the eyes of the devil. I went in there. In my eyes, in my opinion, that's what I was looking at. I was looking at all the devil, I'm here to tell you. Because I went in there in love and peace. I went in there with flowers and a shot glass. Next thing you know, I'm being thrown out there in handcuffs. All right, now, complaint for a divorce. And once again, all right, this is the complaint. All right, there go the number. It's public information. Marie Herb bring complaint about that plaintiff is now seen more than 6 months next. All right, all that true. So I answered every one of these questions. The defendant is a resident of McDuffie County, may serve at 3029. Well, I don't live there. I live at 3155. That's where I live. She want this sent down to my auntie house. I didn't live there. My aunt-in-law. All right. So I didn't live there. My stuff coming in. Child support. Remember that behind you asked me where I live? 3155 Gulf Highway. You asked me that. I told you. Child support court. Sure did. All right. That plaintiff and defendant were married. All right. That's true. And on that same day, February 11th, she had went to court. All right, with a previous husband on this same thing where she done told me that he was awarded the house for a year. All right. And we had sex before their divorce was filed. All right. Okay. Got that clear. All right. At the grounds of this forced marriage, parties hereto can no longer live together as husband and wife. Well, I done asked her and her faith about reconciliation, I done asked them for counseling, Jehovah's Witness, they do things a little different than apostolic. Apostolic just believe the Bible. That's all we do. Believe the Bible. All right. Now, Redneck Data. All right. So under this statute, that means you can just get divorced if you want to just get divorced. That's fine. But in her faith, it's adultery. And Death, that was it. Proven, gotta be proven. All right, that Plainfield President Leah at 31, inherited home from grandma. See that right there? Inherited home from our grandma. I just issued them a deed of gift. It's in public record. I filed it, handed it to the lawyer, showed it to him. Then all of a sudden, after the TPO, oh yeah, it was a deed of gift. No, hell no, it was right there, right there. It was inherited. That's what you put in your paperwork. Now, it was inherited from our grandmother. No, that ain't the case. Contends the home is not marital property and not so. Oh, no, buddy. That house was worth, I think, I don't know, it's public record. Get the numbers right, public record. Deed of gift somewhere around 2020. All right. And it was right worth around 40-something thousand, worth 60-something thousand, whatever it is. I don't know. It's public record. And we can all find out. And I already submitted it. Submitted it the other day. All right. So that right there is not true. Another, not true. Claim field for a person due to defendant rash conduct includes the following action. All right. Defendant quit working and sold his tractor trailer. As we said, right. Quit, sold tractor for almost 26. Defendant has squandered all funds from selling. They not contribute any money toward household spending. That's bullshit. The bullshit, the whole thing. I just sent y'all a video, posted up live. What happened? All right, it's all documented. If I squandered funds, hell, how after TPO I was able to fly to Puerto Rico, over there, Puerto Rico. That's what I went to. Over there, went down to Orlando, flew over to Puerto Rico. That's where I went. Over there, Puerto Rico. That's where I went. All right, and I was in communication with everybody. All right, defendant has installed modern devices on plane's automobile and constantly tracking her without permission every trip. Plain tape. Once again, not true. Who tracked who first? Remember when we went out to San Diego, your brother set up my phone. Your brother did. And he said, we done already checked you out. Yeah, check me out. Guess what? It's still in the phone. Cupertino, still in the phone. Cupertino, he did it. He set up that Google photo account, and guess what? He did it back then. All right, so you tracked me first. All right, let's make that clear. Plaintiff believes that the defendant has installed hidden cameras in her home. Plaintiff fears are undressing her own right. Fear that the defendant may be filming her while she's nude. Y'all, everybody's seen the picture. All right. It's the same picture that I filed, okay, in the court the other day. Public information. Public information. Same picture. Does it look like? Once again, no lie. All right. Defendant has prior conviction, possession of marijuana, and obstruction of office. Yep, we done already addressed that. That was years ago. And the obstruction of office dead docket with my daughter. She hit me. I called police and same bullshit. But I ain't got that long stack. You done seen it. Plaintiff acted armed court for an ex parte order bargain. Okay, he did that. He did all that. All right, that the parties here too have no marital assets, which is wrong. All right, that's wrong. But marital, no, it is not. And they got my reply, and they got my doggone counterclaim, and I'm sticking to it because every piece of this paperwork is false. Okay, and it is what it is. All right, that the parties here too have not incurred marital debt. Blah blah blah. Claim that she be awarded money, fees, and court costs for having to bring this act. She done already took money out my account. I done gave it to her. Just gave her $500 the other day. She's supposed to go pay for that female surgeon or doctors and all that I took her to. She probably gave it to him and got 5 bank cards. 5 bank cards. We had joint account a long time ago. Anyway, she's always had access to know the knowledge of my dollars, but not what was in my pocket. That plaintiff be granted total divorce, say divorce, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now we at this point, we gonna give her the divorce. That we gonna do. The court just ex parte done did it. Plaintiff be awarded money, fees, and court costs. That's all she done asked for. Rule Nisi. All right. All of that mean I need to appear and show cause many prayers of plaintiff should not be granted. I done showed it to the world. I done showed Rule Nisi right here on Facebook. Plaintiff have such. We gonna order this to come to the court on the 19th, and we settle up for the counterclaim because every bit of this right here is untrue. And then just read it now. Verification, she appeared, she did all that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Case for the uniforms, court rule, Mickey Moses, that's you. All right, standing order. All right, stand it, amend it, redocument it. Well, y'all got my counterclaim. All right, false allegations, pain and suffering. I done proved my whole case, Your Honor. You want to do this TPO? Let's do them numbers that's on that piece of paper and redneck daters out of her.